Here we go. Third. Really, Web?
I'm ready.
You ready? This gonna be a hot one today. I think. What's up? Turn it up. Yep. What's up, world?
What up?
How you doing this evening? How you doing? Welcome to Venus versus Mars. We back with another episode. Yes, I said episode. Let me clarify that up one more time for you guys because a lot of people always ask me when they see the flyers, did you mean to spell episode like that? And I'm like, yes, I did. We spelled it like that on purpose because a lot of the platforms that we use are through social media and on your phones, what are they used as apps? So we decided to say episode. So yes, we definitely did that on purpose, you guys. So it's not an error. Yeah, keep that in mind. We're back with another one. I'm Teezy, my co-host.
Y'all know me, Web. What up?
Web. Hey, Leash. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Shout out to here by Kimi. She did a very good job. But today we have a hot topic, right? Well, I think it's a hot topic.
Our hot topic.
Our hot topic. We're gonna talk about open relationships. Open relationships. Like we're also gonna have a special guest. Yeah, it's gonna be funny. And hey Ma, and we're also gonna have a special guest, one of our viewers that's been on from day one with us. Nate, he's actually gonna come on. I'm gonna add him on in a few. So hopefully that'll be cool. Thank you. I don't know if Nate is up here yet, but he definitely knows that he's going to be coming on. So today we're going to be talking about open relationships. How do you feel about it? What is your definition of open relationship? Yay or nay? Are you for it?
Would you not do one?
Right.
Would you get caught up in that?
Would you get caught up in it? Would you we going to talk about it. It's a lot of people. Is there a difference?
I don't think a lot of people can handle that kind of thing. Open relationships nowadays. I mean, some people can. But a lot of people can't.
But they say that they can. They say they be down for it, but I don't know.
That they can't do, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if they really be down for it.
Maybe cat.
Also, big cat. Also, I want to know if people look at open relationships as the same or different from cheating. Like, what makes it really different? Because you say you agree with it. Like, I feel like it's the same thing. Bye, Ma. Go ahead. Get ready for your shows. All right, so I guess I'll start. Nate, let me know when you're up here because then I'm going to add you on, but send me a shout out so I know that you're up here.
Cool.
So Misha starting off with it. Okay, before we give our little input, Misha said most people that cheat can't handle their partner doing it as well. Right,
that's true.
So how can you, I don't understand how can you be okay with the open relationship?
Some people like their freedom. Mm-hmm. I guess I don't know because I wouldn't do the open relationship.
You wouldn't do it?
No. Even if I was dating a girl and that's something you wanted to, you can go do that over there, shorty. Like that's not something that's gonna happen over there.
Why?
It's just not my style. It's just not my thing. I can't do it. I'm a one woman man.
Oh, you hear that, ladies? And he's single, one lady man, webbing. We gonna promote web? All right. So, no, I agree with you. I mean, I feel like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be in an open relationship. I don't even want to deal with my man cheating on me. Like, I don't want to deal with having to say, oh, yeah, I'm going to be open to you dating someone else or I'm dating someone else and then we coming back home together. Like, I feel like what's the point of the relationship if it's able to be open that much? What are you really sacrificing? What are you really building? I mean,
STDs get passed around and stuff.
Right.
Like that.
STDs definitely get passed around that way. And some people down with it though. It's just some people that they feel like as long as
I feel like some people they like freedom. They don't want to be hindered by too much. Oh, where you at? What you doing? What's going on? Who you with? You know what I mean? That kind of
right. They want, but to me, that's a cop out. I feel like that's a cop out. That's a cop out.
Would you want to deal with somebody that's on you at that all the time?
No, I'm not saying no. You wouldn't. But I'm just saying if you're gonna use the reason or excuse for nagging or whatever, then there got to be a way around that, and then why it has to be having an open relationship. That means that you want to, like you said, some people like their freedom. You have some people that love to be in relationships, but they love to have sex with other people.
That's true. That could be also a reason. Like it could be just that.
You down for
that's
that?
A reason. By all means, do your thing. I'm not down for that.
I'm glad that you're not down for that. Hi, Tori. Okay, Nate, we're gonna add you on. So I'm not down for that. What you guys think?
That's a whole other story. But
what you say?
If I'm single, it's a whole other story.
Yeah, if you're single, that's different. But what if you're in a relationship with somebody that you really, it ain't really gonna go too far? Would you want to do the open relationship with them, or do you think that you'll still be like, okay, no, I'm not into that? Because I'm pretty sure if it's somebody that you really care about, like, I feel like most people are not gonna want to do that. I feel like at some point in time, feelings, emotions might get intertwined where it's like, okay, I'm not okay with this situation before, but how do you deal with that when you already put yourself in that situation?
That's a big question. That's the part that people don't know how to deal with. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the part people don't know how to deal with.
Kendra said, hell no, I don't share. For real, it's like, I don't know.
That's how women feel.
That's how women feel. Some men are like that too. You just said that you wouldn't do it.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, women automatically be like, dudes, sometimes dudes will be like, they don't care. And they'll be like, okay, whatever, open relationship. Because that's what, sometimes it can be used as a control thing. They'll be like, oh, it's an open relationship, but it's only so they can talk shit about what you're doing. They can do their own thing.
Right.
And still have some kind of control.
No, but that's not
a relationship. It's not cool to do, but I figure that's something people could do.
Yeah, I think that might be too. Kendra said men cheat but want to be in a relationship. Right. Women do too. But
Kendra, you too loud. Shush. Shush.
Men do cheat and want to stay in a relationship and be in a relationship. Like, they still want to be in that relationship. That's what gets to me. Like, they want everything that involves a relationship, but they just want to step out. So some people might bring to the table like, hey, maybe we should be able to date others and come back. No, like you said, STDs. What if the other person that you with get pregnant that you just supposed to be sleeping with? Like,
got
come
a lot
on
of child
now.
support to play, homie. That's what that means.
Right. Misha said, okay, hold on. Let me add Nate, you guys. Approve. Adding Nate onto it. Misha said, sorry, because I'm going from my phone. They say they don't care till you step. Now they hurt. That is so true. And then Kendra said, well, thanks, Misha. Hey, Nate. What's up?
What up?
What's up, Nate?
I'm
We have
trying
Nate
to
on
get
the
my
line. Everybody say hi to Nate.
I'm trying to get my setup, so I ain't gotta hold this phone. Trying to get this professional right.
So Nate, we talking about open relationships.
Yeah.
I can just come over that. How do you
okay. What you think about open relationships, Nate? I said I can't do it, man. That's not it ain't for me.
Look. I've been in an open relationship like a long time ago. And it's not. You're thinking about it all wrong.
I was about to say it ain't what people think it is, right?
It's not what you think it is. The way y'all making it sound like it's just like sleep with everybody, come home and be like, baby, guess who I was sleeping with? It's not that at all.
Well, you tell us a little bit. Since you had experience, give us some insight.
So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you how it happened, right? So me and my girlfriend was together for like 2 years, and then she was going off to college.
Okay.
I was in New Britain with y'all. This is when I was in New Britain.
Okay, I remember New Britain days.
So me going to visit her in college and then coming home, you feel lonely. You like, damn, I don't want to cheat on my girl. My girl is up in college. She having the same feelings like I don't want to cheat on him. And it was like a conversation like, so I'm saying I don't want to cheat on you and I'm going to mess with people where I'm at. And I know in college, come on now, you partying, you meeting dudes. Mm-hmm. So let's just be open about it. Let's not, that's where the conversation come in. Okay. Let's just be open about it, I'm going to do my thing and try to be safe. I need you to do your thing and try to be safe. So when we get back together, we could talk about it and, put our feelings like the jealousy and all that to the side. Huh. That's all it is.
That's a very grown up way to go about it, yo. Honestly, and y'all was just, you said she just went off to college?
just went off to college, and I know the college life. You know, I know how to be in college, men and women. So you know, you be up there one night and just meet somebody and be like, let me try it out.
Word, see?
I mean, in that aspect, it make a little bit of sense because you guys are real far. So instead of just cheating on each other, you might say, "Hey, but then what's the point of keeping that relationship? Because what happened? Why did y'all break up?"
Yeah,
We
did
just
that
grew,
play a part in y'all breaking up eventually or
Right.
no?
no, we just grew apart. She went off to move out of town, and it was just not working. I met somebody else that I like. Matter of fact, my girlfriend now and my ex-girlfriend was friends. So like it just fell apart. We
So
just
did you meet
outgrew each
her
other.
while you were openly dating? Did you meet your girlfriend now while you were openly dating, or?
By this time I was like I wasn't really messing with her no more. We wasn't doing anything.
Okay.
So
Oh, okay.
but we were
I was
still
about
friends.
to
You
see.
know, we were still friends. We were still talking on the phone, and
Mhm.
it's like you have a connection with somebody. It's like you have a connection with somebody and you tell them like everything. Like you could be like, yeah, you know, I slept with such and such and da 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 da. And she not jealous or mad because she know that I'm sitting here with you right now telling you this. So
Mm-hmm.
that's like true honesty.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I get what you're saying.
I
I
respect
still
it.
don't agree, but I definitely get what you're saying. But what about if it causes turmoil and like you don't think that like eventually if it would have kept going on down the line, like it would have caused some type of turmoil in your relationship?
Hmm.
No, because we both understood. Look, I'll give you an example, right? So I'm chilling with a couple of my friends, and a dude from New Haven that I know called me. He like, yo, your girl out here with some dude on a bike. I'm like, all right, she on a bike. So I'm saying you calling me.
Right.
Like I knew she told me she was going to New Haven or whatever, but like I'm not a jealous person, so I'm like, all right, she on a bike. How can I be upset about that? Now later on, she called me and was like, yeah, she met this dude, she like him, she want to mess with him. I can't say no because I'm messing with, I'm being honest with her who I'm messing with. So I'm like, all right, see how that works out, and I see you when I see you.
So it was more of like you guys used to actually tell each other like, hey, I'm about to
I
talk
like
to this
that.
person, and she telling you like I'm about to talk to this person, like that's how it went.
Yeah, yeah.
And then yeah,
See?
that's
Now
more
that,
that seems more
but
like
hearing
a
it like
friendship
that,
though.
that sounds like
That seems
something
like
that I
a
wouldn't
I
mind.
mean,
but that don't seem like a relationship.
shouldn't you be friends before you be lovers? Ain't that what that
You
means?
Yes,
should.
but
You
but
should.
you're saying
So
that you were in a but you said you were in a relationship where so you were already in that relationship aspect. You were already there.
okay,
So
so
Right?
no, okay. Let me read
I
some of
think
these
she needs some of
comments.
the other women being
Yeah,
involved.
I'm
You know what I
sorry.
mean? Like,
I
I
that's
can't.
mean,
something
and
different. If
that's
I
the.
was,
But look,
if I
okay, so
met a girl
look.
and she wanted to do something like that,
I'm
I would give that a
sorry.
shot. I would give something like that a
So look.
shot.
So if you and your man together, right, you already know y'all having problems and da da da. You already expect him to cheating, but he not. And he
Mhm.
come to you and he be like, look, I'm sorry, but I need to go out and find myself. I met this girl, she nice. I just want to chill with her for a little while and see where it goes and see if what's the problem. Like
Mhm.
it could be me, it could be you. Would you let me explore that?
How about we separate and you can go explore that? Like we're not about
But
to
why?
be together.
Listen,
Like
listen.
yeah, we're not
Why?
about
She
Why?
came with it.
you can explore
Listen,
that by yourself. Like
listen.
no,
But why would
sorry.
you
I'm not with
separate
that.
when
I
you
think you
know?
know why I think I'm not with that. I think because the few relationships that I have been in, like it was always other women involved. So it's like at this age, I will not like. I just nah. I'm good. I can't. I'll be like, well, you need to go soul searching. Maybe we need to take a break and see where things go, and if we lead back up. But I'm not.
Okay, so you take a break. So you take a break, right? And he come back a month later and be like, "Yeah, I messed with her, and it's not what I wanted. I missed you. It made me think about you more because over there, I found out that I'm not gonna get. I thought the grass was greener on the other side, and it's not. I'm happier here. I've been out there. I seen what it is, and now I'm back. You take him back.
No, he said a month. So listen, if me and him sat down and agreed that we were gonna take that break, and he did whatever he did on that break, I cannot be mad because guess what? I agreed with you. I said, okay, we can take that break, and I know the grass ain't greener, so but it depends. Like, it can't be something that's continuous to where you keep saying, oh, I gotta like we gotta break off, and every time you coming back like it ain't what it is. Like, no, because now you're taking advantage of the situation.
Okay, so instead of taking advantage of the situation, as you just said, a simple conversation while y'all still together, especially if y'all friends and y'all still communicating with each other during the breakup, I mean, it's the same thing. I know how many girls have you known ran back to the same boyfriend a million times after they cheated?
A lot of us. A lot of women do that. I would say majority of women have experienced that. Yes, I'm not gonna
So,
lie.
okay, so instead of breaking up and keep running back, because you know the nigga coming back, you still got the PlayStation at the house. Why not just have a conversation about it?
No.
Same thing. Look, and look, it'll take a strong man because
Very mature.
the same thing with women. Like, how many men you know be cheated on by their girls forever, but they still with the chick? They not going nowhere. It's just a conversation. Like, okay, you like him. I understand. You know, me and you having rocky times. I don't really treat you the way I should be treating you. You see this? I don't take you out. You want to take you out? Go have fun.
Yeah, but then what if that breaks your relationship apart? Like, what was the purpose of you even being open in
If
that relationship? If what if
it,
it breaks y'all relationship up? Like,
Why would it? What would
what
cause
do
your
you
relationship to break
mean?
up?
Because that other person could start. First of all, when you first start messing with somebody, it's all butterflies and like, oh my god, like.
I
So
love you,
imagine if
my
that
But the
person
baby.
situation don't agree to it. Don't agree to
don't
it
agree to
one
catch
moment and then
feelings.
get feelings later and then be mad.
Yeah. Now look. That's the thing. If you catch your feelings for someone else and you want to be with that person, now you know that you and this person shouldn't really be together. Or you know that you and this person is better off as friends and y'all can communicate that.
So the
But
open. Okay,
you
go
gotta
ahead.
make the decision on you
So
gotta make the decision on your relationship. How strong do you think your relationship is? Because a lot of women always say, I want communication, I want you to talk. And no man really goes to their wife and be like, look, I seen this girl yesterday, we started talking, and she wanted to talk to me. I want to talk to her. Do you mind? Because a woman may be like, "Oh,
uh,
you just bitch." But that's the real conversation.
Facts.
Women do the
so
same thing. They see a man and be like, "Oh, he cute and he giving me some attention.
a
I
man
wonder
is
what
not gonna want to hear that from your
Facts.
girl. I mean, you saying how strong, how confident you are in your relationship, but so open relationship to you is basically sexual,
It don't even have to be sexual because you can cheat emotionally too,
which is worse.
which
Wait,
is worse.
let me
So
see some comments, Nate, because some people asking you questions. So distance can be the only reason it works out. Misha said that. Kendra said, yeah, but if she or he falls in love with they boo, then what? Then it says we not about to both be in Hartford. Is Hartford too open?
everybody that's with
Yeah.
everybody in Hartford anyway.
Robert said big web. Some people said what's up, web.
What up? What up? What up?
Oh, we got a lot of comments. See, let me read some of these. So Monisha said a lot of men don't want the responsibility of a relationship. An open relationship is pointless. I agree. I agree. Tiffany said we can't let temptation or just overtake us. A lot of relationships be over as soon as they start. Lloyd said an open relationship is basically a friendship before you put the title on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Teresa
Could
said
be.
it's too much. I'm gonna just kill everybody. Alexa said she's here for it. Oh my gosh, we got so many comments. All right.
I mean, like I said, it's just an honest
Word.
conversation.
I got
Nothing.
Lloyd said both have to be
once you put
open
the title,
minded.
yeah, once you put the titles on it, it can still be an open relationship.
If you put the title on it,
You just gotta be
nah.
mature about it.
But
I know people that have girlfriends.
it's no point in being in a relationship if you're gonna be open. I feel like you said, I feel like that helps to lessen any both people and being committed more to each other and actually like working on them, like that to me takes away from what you should be working on in your relationship.
I get
Like,
what you're saying.
you get what I'm saying? Like that's
I
just
don't agree that's always the case, but
that's just the easy route. Like I could still have all of this and she know or he know, then I'm gonna go sleep with or be emotionally attached to whoever I want.
But then that also depends on the person, cause you could be in a situation where like, yo, this girl is my main, you know, my chick that I'm down for, and these are the chicks that I, like he said, you try, you talk to, you see
Yo,
if there's what.
let me tell
Then
you.
I,
I had an example. I was just telling like my brother that earlier. Like when I talk about my ex a lot because that's who I feel most. I was in a relationship with the most. But at one time, he tried to tell me like I'm his main girl. He loved me, but he was messing with somebody else, and he like took to. I'm like, is you crazy? I'm like, you what? Hold on, what you say? Like, I'm like, nah, we're not doing this. Like, I'm looking at him like, you want me to agree with that? Like, I'm not about to agree with you. Like, I'm not about to agree with you on that.
but look, that's just like sleeping with somebody in open race. That's like now say you want to have like uh say say we date and I introduce you to a girl and y'all friends now, y'all like each other.
Uh huh.
Like, would you mind your man being like, yeah, I like y'all, let's just keep this in a circle with us. That's it.
No.
Now
No,
you would know
no,
you would know
no,
who he messing with.
no.
You
Somebody said you
uh,
need to just stay single. They said you're not gonna have me. You're not gonna have me and still be searching for someone to take my place. Like that's what it feel like. Like okay, you gonna always say, okay, I got this right here on the side. Like, and you knew about it. So when things don't work out between you and the person you're supposed to be with, they'll be like, oh, but you already knew that. You knew that I was dealing with somebody else, and you knew that it could have been. It could happen. They could fall for that next person, and you over there looking left or dry out and hung out in the dirt. It's like, yo, why would you even agree to that? Why would you even open Pandora's box, Nate? Oh my god,
I
no.
mean I mean like well for me, like I wasn't planning on getting married, but I planned on, being with her to see where it goes. Like we were young and we just wanted to see where it goes. Like if it ended up in marriage, I would be able to be like, okay, so I
Right?
tell this girl everything.
They
Everything I've done, she
they
knows.
said no, Nate. You tripping, Nate? That's what they saying in the comments. You tripping?
You tripping about what? What
Yo,
they said they tripping about?
they said Nate tripping, and then Lloyd said, um, you both will have to have an open mind to what you are agreeing to when you start an open relationship. Go over boundaries and things that you can understand, that you can and cannot do before starting something that's serious. Yeah, you could have all the conversation in the world, but guess what? That don't mean that something might not slip up. That don't mean something might not happen. That don't mean that feelings may not get caught and real entanglement starts to happen. Like, why even want to do that? I guess if both people are comfortable with sleeping with other people and coming back together, I'm not. I'm not.
You see the video of the people, like there's a girl in New York who has two husbands, and like she's happy, and they're happy.
Some
That
people
conversation
are.
is,
I seen the thing the other day where it's she got three husbands. It was wild, bro. Like I don't know how these dudes can even do that. They got me, man. Like,
How can yo no?
but look, okay, so
Some men
listen,
have said
listen.
that
nah.
they not down for
So
that.
look,
Like they don't want to share.
look,
So
look.
this is okay. Answer me this. A lot of men always say, "Oh, once my woman touched, or if somebody else did something with my woman, she's this now. I don't want her. It's not the same. It was an emotional attachment why she stepped off and cheated or messed with somebody else." What's the difference between, besides that they don't know, what's the difference between you being in an open relationship and your woman being touched by somebody else? Your woman might gain an emotional connection. Like, what's the difference? Does that still make her pure to you? You don't look at her any different? Like, why? What's the difference?
You
How
just
do you look at it any different? Like, okay, so all women and all men have past, right?
Yes, we do all have a past.
So if I could give you, if I could say off my sexual past, and she could tell me hers, and we're both comfortable with that, ain't nothing gonna change. Hartford is this big. You can go. you could go down the street and meet somebody you slept with when you was younger, like
Yo,
at
you like,
at
oh,
the
dang.
bodega.
Yeah.
You might be like, or oh yeah, I remember you, but that's how Hartford is. Like,
Yeah.
so what's the difference?
What you mean? What's the
I'd rather.
difference? Because that's your past. So if y'all talked openly about y'all past and it was found out, hey, you know, I slept with this person, I slept with this person, and y'all okay with that, and y'all come to terms, and now you are together, that was the past. But in your present, you're gonna bring other people into into y'all situation. Like, I'm just trying to see how is it healthy. I just feel like
Okay, but look,
what
you
is
got
it?
to
A
think of
cheap
it like this. It's not like we both just running out to sleep with people. Like, yeah, I met this. Like, we bagging people. Like, yeah, I met this bad broad at the grocery store, and I decided no, it have to be somebody that
It's just
you
open.
talk to, and you can be open and tell your girl, yeah, I met such and such. You want to meet her? You can meet her and talk to her or whatever. It's not like we just sneaking off. Like
No, no, no,
balloon
no,
out
no.
the sky.
I feel you, man. I do feel you.
What?
I feel you.
Okay, go ahead, me.
'Cause look, it's me and you
Uh-huh.
against the world and whoever we bring into our circle, right? That's how it's supposed to be in a
So y'all
relationship,
might as well
right?
have a threesome then, okay? Y'all might as well have a threesome.
That that can be part
It's
of the
something
bubble.
else for it, right, lady?
No, nah. Oh,
Now
they
look,
said you
look, a minute ago,
wait, hold on. He said I couldn't do it. I don't like this year, my lady. That's what Lloyd said. And then Tiffany said you give an inch, people like to take a mile. So
That's
that's
true.
my thing. How will you like? What if it? Would you be comfortable with it being something that's just like a continuous thing, or would it be something that you would want to try out, but then get back to you and your lady? Like,
like I said, I never really after our relationship would never that was it for us. But like Webb said, he just talked about a lady that had 3 husbands, right?
I
Yeah.
don't even know how she did it.
See,
No,
okay.
look at it this way. We thinking about it as like sex right now. So she got 3 husbands and it's her, right?
Mm-hmm.
So say all 4 of these people live together in one house and all
Mm-hmm.
4 of them got jobs.
Mm-hmm.
What is the income coming to that house?
I mean, yeah, when you look at it like that,
A lot of
when you
money.
look at it like that, yes.
So now they got money to invest. They got money to live and eat. And really the only conversation is who's having the child with her. Because
So
they're
you think
secure.
that they
Their
don't be fighting
finances
over
are
her in the
secure.
bed at night, or who gonna sleep next to her? Because men
I'm,
like to
I'm
be
sure
cuddled.
I'm sure there's a schedule.
It's gotta be a schedule.
Yeah,
'Cause
there
you know,
probably
the
is.
difference is like when men, you get men and they have multiple
They said
wives.
she not the one.
Yeah, when you got men have multiple wives, they try to make sure all of them straight
Now
and taken care of.
look, one man might come home one night and don't want to, you know how men get, we don't want to talk to y'all sometimes. I just want to play PlayStation. She mad at me because I'm playing PlayStation. There's 2 other niggas in there now.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you happy because it takes the attention off of you. That's what I'm saying. That's the easy now.
Everybody needs some me time. Everybody needs me time. I
Yeah,
mean,
everybody
So
needs
you
me
would
time.
marry 3 women, Nate, and deal with 3 women? Oh, I see your face. I see your face a little bit
y'all,
changed
y'all,
right
little,
there. Well,
y'all a little bit. I could do probably 2, but 3, I don't think I could do. I could do 2, but 3,
If my
mm-mm.
finances were straight, I'd give it a shot. I'd give it a shot.
yeah,
I'd give it a shot.
Nate, they said
think
Nate
about it like this.
focused.
They gotta get along though, because that's the
Look,
only way
yeah,
it's
you
gonna work.
gotta introduce them. They gotta be friends, right? They can't be in the house fighting. I
But
can't
that,
have
but
black
it's
girls
gonna
club at the
listen.
house.
We women, y'all know that women. Period.
Women is
We
territorial.
have we're territorial. We are
They gotta come. They
emotional.
gotta. They
So
gotta
at
know. They
some
gotta be
point, like
emotionally mature to be able to sort
yeah,
that
to be
out
like,
amongst
And
oh,
look,
it's your
themselves.
turn.
look,
Like no
You sort
jealousy
it out amongst
involved.
yourselves, and then come to
No,
me with the decision.
no jealousy involved in
look.
all of that. Mm-mm.
So, son, think of it this way. Think of it as
Nate, they
way
on
back
you.
in the.
You want web done.
We ain't
You
Think
done.
was
They
about it like
not. We
they
going
on you
strong.
in the
look,
We going
comments.
strong,
You
bro.
done. They say y'all knocking pH balances all over the sex
okay,
me
but
shit
look,
knocking people. See nah. All right,
but
go ahead. What you saying?
seriously, think about it this way. Back before civilization in Africa, it used to be one man in the tribe who slept with all of the women to grow the tribe.
Sure did.
Yeah, I know.
This one man, one woman thing is a European A European is that.
I knew you was gonna get to that.
And
I
then
knew it. I knew it.
and then some of them like the Mormons, they don't follow that. All them
They
people in
don't.
Ohio and Utah, they don't follow that. They got all kind of wives and all kind of children.
He's right.
So I mean, and look, in Africa, it worked out because there's a wife to tend for the kids. There's another wife that cooks. There's another wife that cleans. The man, all he does is hunt and make sure that food comes back for everyone to eat, like, and make sure everyone's safe.
And what's the ratio? What is it, like three or 4 to 1? Like
Yeah,
women
yeah,
to men? Anyway?
There's more women, we know that. But still,
exactly.
That's why.
but that's how they were. That's how they were raised. If they were in the European, they'd be the same way that we think. Like it wouldn't be.
So okay, so look. So Europeans went over there, right? And it was like, oh, this is disgusting. I just want one wife, and then they were still raping the slaves.
Contradictions.
Yes, right about that. I can't.
So I mean,
That don't mean that makes it right for us in today's day and age to have a open relationship. I feel like you need to first of all, relationships itself are just, a lot. If you're not, you gotta be built for it. So to keep adding on people to that structure, I get what you're saying, that it might help far as like who's gonna do what financial wise. It takes a little bit of stress off of that person. But once all of that stuff is done with, okay, now what? Like, trust me, I don't know. Like, I feel like they say you gotta be mentally mature for that. Like, Nikia said, Nate, you better watch your back. This ain't coming to America.
I'm just saying.
That's funny.
And, Tiffany said, nah, I can't take this. He going too deep. It's not that much sharing in the world. No, for
But it
real.
used
Like,
to be.
so you
That's the
wouldn't
thing.
mind, so in the relationship that you're in now, you would not mind if your lady wants to step out on you. You wouldn't mind.
If we could have that conversation, like, and we can make sure that it's a even thing, like, I'm secure with myself. I'm highly secure with myself. It's easy to tell you. I'm like, I give no fuck about a lot of stuff. So, so yeah, if we can have that conversation, and I can make sure the person is, all right or whatever, decent person, like ain't got chlamydia, gonorrhea.
I'm
As
about
long
to
as
say, so y'all
everything is,
all just gonna be going to get tested together, like we all gonna go
yeah,
get.
hold the hand.
But I'm saying,
Look,
why even go through that, yo? Why even go through that?
like you said, if she asked, I'd be like, oh, because I'd rather that situation than her just going off and doing it and cheating, right?
See, but then I feel like that's you making it okay. And I feel like a lot of women, I don't know about men, but from what I'm seeing from men, some of them saying they're not, but like they're not gonna be okay with it. Like it's like to me it looked like I'm just gonna say, okay, go ahead, go out and do. Because at the end of the day, I know, like, but like you said, it has to be both parties. Because like you said, if one party not feeling it and one party even talk to that other person and let them know, and they still go out and do it, like it's like now to me, I feel like you just want me to be accepting of you going out and being able to sleep with whoever you want on
But that's
that.
the thing. You got to be.
Freedom to do so well. See?
But if you're not that type of person, and you tell them you're not gonna be down for it, and they still choose to say, hey, like I talked to you about this, is something that I want to do, I'm gonna still do it. Where does that draw the line?
You're in a relationship.
Then that's it.
You in a relationship? Right, I guess so. Lloyd said, we're from the US. There is nobody that lives here that's mature enough to be on that level to have 2 and 3 wives, of 2 and 3 husbands. It is not gonna work. It said our mind settings are too different, and people get jealous and envious very, very fast. Exactly. Tiffany says, we're gonna talk about these comments. Tiffany said, is he able to get another man? Is he able to let another man be with his woman quickly? She is not really your woman, and you're still able to do what you want. True. And then Jennifer said, yes, you and your conversation
more
go
than
straight to the left. Nay, I don't think the ladies agreeing with you up here. I don't think the ladies agreeing with you.
Love is more than sex. Your relationship shouldn't be built on sex. It should be built on more than that, right?
Right.
That should be like the last pillar.
It should be built on more than sex. It shouldn't just be built on sex. But I'm saying I feel like any type of energy. Tell me if I'm wrong, ladies. I'm speaking for the ladies. Any type of energy that you take, like, not to be like you got to be all on your girl. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying like any energy that you decide to take away from her and put it onto the next person, like that ain't okay. That's energy that you could be putting into your relationship with that person. Like I don't know. I feel like it's a friend stage. I don't feel like that's a relationship stage. That's like when they say we're in a pending relationship. You know you're talking to other people. Y'all know, okay, hey, I'm still talking to this person. I'm still dealing with this person.
I think you're just worried about the hurt part. You don't want to deal with the hurt part. And that's a cop out in itself.
What hurt part?
Know what? No, know what it is? Because in the back of their mind, what they thinking is, he may leave me for this person.
Exactly.
That's gonna be in the back of
I
their
don't
mind
want
all the time.
I know.
But
Okay, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't you? No, even if you're secure in your relationship, you never know. It could be that one dude. You could be so secure, Nate, and you think like, okay, I got this in a bag. She could go off and do what she wants because I know who I am and I know what me and her have, right? You could be thinking that the whole time. Back in the day, it could be that one person, but if he
9 times out of 10, she can come back.
So that's all y'all look at it as. They gonna come back. That's what y'all look at it as.
look at it like this. How many people you know have been married for 10, 20 years and just break up? How many people you know are married for 10, 20 years and break up?
Right? True. Lots.
It's the same thing.
Lots.
That's why nowadays, that's why a lot of people aren't getting married today, because marriages don't last. We don't have the same, I want to say, moral factor as our grandparents had. Like our grandparents got married and they found each other, but you got to remember everything that was going on around them. Like
it was different.
It was crazy different. They really depended on each other. Where
Right.
nowadays everybody's thing is independence.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you are in a relationship, the other person can leave you tomorrow. He might be like, you know what, I'm tired of being in Connecticut. I want to go to Florida. You might be like, I got family up here. I'm out. I can survive by myself.
But see, y'all should have you shouldn't just up and say that. It needs to be a discussion way ahead so that person could decide and make to say, okay, well, if I gotta move my job.
But people don't like to do that.
But you always need to have that discussion. You shouldn't just up and say, oh, I got this opportunity and I want to bounce. Like, that's not okay.
So look, like I said, when I was younger, my girl went to college and I was in New Britain. We was together, but I couldn't just be like, no, you ain't going to college. You coming to New Britain with me. You go live at Kyla house with me.
Of course, no, you're not gonna do that. But that's
Exactly.
different. Like most people, when they go into college, that's very expected. Like, especially if y'all not with each other and y'all all the way another state. Like, I never even understood long distance relationships because that'll drive me crazy. Misha said, because most married people like to cheat.
Because marriages are stressful.
Okay, exactly. So that's a reason for you to. Here we go with the excuses that you're going to use to go out and cheat.
What's not excuses?
Yes, it is, Wes.
But look, you keep talking about cheating. Look, like I said, it's just an honest conversation. You should be able to be in a relationship and have a conversation about anything on your mind.
So true. That's true. That's one thing that a lot of relationships got to work on. The openness and the communication. But if I tell you that I'm not okay with it and you still go out and do it, it's a problem.
Then you don't. Then look. So if you say you're not okay with it and they still go do it, you shouldn't be with that person, because that person is telling you right there that they are not going to respect your boundaries.
They're not for you.
But if you have a conversation with a person and y'all like, okay, you say no, and then that person's like, okay, it's just something I wanted to bring to you. And I respect your feelings, so I'm not gonna do it. And then don't do it. Y'all good, right?
Right. Yeah, but I would respect that my partner did come to me and say something like, I'm not gonna that is respectful, because it's, instead of it being done behind your back, they say, hey, this is how I'm feeling. But then that might start having like you like in the back of your head, you're not gonna think, man, you're not gonna be like, wait, hold up. It's gonna be so many questions. It's gonna be so many questions, y'all.
And look,
what?
Give me some of the questions.
The questions will be in the back of my head, like, what do you mean? You want to sleep with somebody else? And I'm like, is he already sleeping with this person? Why? those scenarios
But look, but look,
will come in.
it's just a conversation. If you got those questions, you should be able to ask them that.
True. But then, well, yeah, true. It's all about the communication part. Um, Lloyd,
Thank you for preaching today.
whatever, because you said that.
Real fast.
Somebody said, oh, Tiffany said that Nate, you are thinking negative. Um, if it's to break the chain, what about the relationship that lasts forever? And if you can both have good, God and Bob, they can last.
Oh, Misha asked you single.
Misha asks you single, so then she says, so why? Misha says, so why get married in the first place? Kia said, web insecurities. Misha says, some of these men are easy too. And
Facts.
Why do women always say that?
Hi, Damaris, baby.
That don't make no sense.
Men are easy. Y'all men give it to anybody. Y'all don't even have preferences.
We men, like, what do you mean?
No, there's some men that do have preferences. There's some men that be like,
Look, we
I
got
forgot.
preferences.
It's okay because it's men and that's how they're made and that's how their mindset is. I forgot, right?
Isn't that the reason why it's okay for y'all to get attitudes with us?
So Misha said, why are y'all easy? Nate and Webb here to explain.
We aren't easy. We're men.
Look.
And y'all want to talk about $40?
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something I learned a long time ago, right?
Okay, what you
Men and women both think the same way and want the same thing.
Yeah. The only difference is women will sit there and think about it in a million different crazy ways and say nothing.
Nothing at all. And
Will,
men
wait,
you don't know that they're thinking it.
Will want what?
When you say something to them, they also get mad if that's not what they
Lloyd said, not all men, that's called a boy. Hey, Lloyd, that's what I'm talking about.
Lloyd, stop
that
it.
is not a boy.
Look,
I'm sure Lloyd was a teenager once and was thinking the same way, like, she cute, I'm cute, let's get together.
Is what you think.
So that but that don't explain why y'all easy. That does not explain why y'all are so easy to just anybody. Why is it like that?
When you get older though, you think differently. So now when you older,
but
you think differently.
Please tell me.
You get hard. You get hard. You think it's sex. You want the minute you see somebody that looks good to you, you ready to stick it in them.
Right, as a man.
As a man, but that's how we're built.
We got to go through that phase.
The minute somebody think y'all feel good, y'all ready to feel in love with them. At first.
Are you stupid?
At first, until you learn that's not the way you do it.
Oh, now that is a straight. Hold on. Did you just say that anytime a man get woman attention, they ready to fall like head over?
Not how you think like they be ready to just give them up and but it be like that. Yes, it do be.
You know how many men? Never mind. Yeah, I guess Webb think that. Are you serious? There's men.
Look.
Yes, they
well, yeah, they find them attractive, but what we're saying is that it doesn't even matter. The person just y'all are just so like it doesn't matter.
But even if it's a dude that they don't find attractive, if he's persistent with it, eventually she'll give in. I've
had dudes to this day that since my oldest daughter was a baby still trying to get some and they still ain't. So and they be persistent.
It don't gotta be all the
so it don't always be like that.
Okay, but when you look at that person though, you already have an opinion of how that person is.
Exactly.
Acting,
that's what that is.
Or whatever, right?
So she's not letting the person even change that opinion of her. You get what I'm saying?
What?
That's what that is.
So,
nah, that is not what that is.
That's exactly.
If I'm not, let me tell you something about women. We can see a man. We already know if we're gonna give it up to you or not. Yes, we do. Y'all gotta back me up, ladies. We do, right?
So so ladies, answer this question for me, ladies.
We're not teenagers. We're not teenagers anymore.
Answer this question for me, ladies.
Right.
How come y'all meet that dude that's not too cute, got a great job, and want to spoil you to death, only wants to be with you, and you will reject that guy and go with a drug dealer dude that's fucking everything in the block? Answer that.
Because
Wait, I'm gonna answer it.
He'll say something sweet once in a while.
Answer
No,
that.
no, because no, I think that it just.
Answer that. Y'all be like, this dude.
Special.
I was like, this dude.
I think it's
He
it
ain't
has
got
something to
no
do with our
kids. He
upbringing.
ain't got no
If
kids.
girls didn't
Great
have, if
job.
everybody
Everyone
been in
got an
their
answer
life,
for that, bro.
I'm just saying it could be like that because listen, these men that you're talking about, they be grimy too. What you mean? It don't always be just the hoodlums. It be them men that's where they gonna give you the world and they corporately dressed and all of that. They be with this too. So
They do. They do. But y'all won't get him a chance. Y'all go get a dude with 6 baby fathers a chance. Like, oh, I
oh
love
no,
him.
bueno.
I love him right there. I know he messing with Lucia, Tanya, and Ramona, but I'm gonna still talk to him. We be like, and us men, we be looking at y'all like,
Yeah.
Y'all be looking at us like we're crazy, but y'all sleep with anybody that just willing to give y'all the poem, and y'all look
When
at
you
us like
got,
we're
listen, bro, when
crazy.
you got females as like friends, you learn how grimy females can be.
I seen a post
they
about that.
are.
She
They're
ain't
not
even
acting
act
Yo,
like they're
they,
not grimy.
they,
They're
yo,
not
nobody.
grimy.
they worse than us and they get away with it. Y'all
Get
worse
away
than us
with
and
it
get away with
because
it.
they play the innocent role.
No,
Like that. See that face you making?
no, no. We can. I want. They do say that women are slicker when if a woman does cheat or whatever, she steps out on her other half. Yeah, they say women are slicker, and y'all are like just
And you know why?
clueless with what y'all do.
Because when y'all think we cheating, all the questions that go through your head, when y'all go to do it, y'all fix it so there don't be none of those questions. You get what I'm saying? That's
No,
why it be so quick. Y'all think of
whatever.
everything.
Um, hold on. Let me read some of these comments because there's a lot of comments, and I'm
I
okay.
done heard stories, man. Y'all think of
So,
everything.
Yo, me
he said
too.
all a girl got to do is respond to a message, and y'all be ready to get it in.
That's
Lloyd
because you
said,
already
"What?
want that.
Because you
Out of the
already want
situation.
that."
You know what I'm saying? That's why.
Jennifer said, "When you get married, um, infidelity shouldn't even be thought about. However, some men cheat in a marriage just to be greedy. Yep, they can marry a woman who does everything for them and do what they want naturally." And Aunt Tammy said, "No, no, no, Nate, no, Nate." So Jennifer,
You're
y'all
right,
want to
Tiffany. You're
respond?
right. People do learn their lesson and
Well,
then
oh
they look at
yeah,
your personality. You're absolutely right.
Look,
Tiffany.
see, look, I'm not cut from that cloth. Look, I have three three females that I've known that's beautiful that I know since I was young, and they're like my three best friends. They
Mm-hmm.
tell me everything what's going on in their life. I can tell them everything that's going on in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Three females I've never slept with ever. They just cool people. I like to have them around me to talk to them because their point of view is different from my point of view in every way.
Right. I
That's
have
why
a
it's good
lot
to
of
have.
male
Yeah, that's
friends.
why it's good to have female
There's
friends.
nothing wrong
Okay.
with that. As long as you're not doing there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with having male and female
Yeah,
friends.
yeah, and you know, be weird, yo. Sex usually be what mess up those relationships. If you end up having sex,
Exactly.
I don't
it
know.
ruins the
Exactly.
whole
And
thing.
that's,
And they be like,
and,
beat
and,
him.
and
I don't know. I
and
never
that's exactly,
experienced that.
exactly true. Like you look at them and you be like, you know what? If we have sex together, we not gonna talk like this no more. Now you hiding people you trying to talk to away from me. I'm hiding people from you. I don't want to be seen with this girl because I might see you over here, and it messes up everything.
So
But
y'all just
like I
need to be
said, in
friends
a
until
relationship,
y'all figure it out.
conversation.
No, y'all just need to be friends until y'all figure it out. Ain't no relationship. And no, Tiffany, Webb ain't on my side. He on Nate's side. He been Lamira
This
said
is Venus versus Mars.
right.
You hear me?
Lamira said most men don't grow up. They
What?
stop
That's a
cheating
lie.
until they are 40 plus, sometimes take longer. No, I don't care. I agree with that. I feel like it take a long time for men to get to that like because this well you can't say that because there's men that's young and they handle their business and then you got men that's in their 50s and their 40s and they still trying to be pimps of all
Still,
pimps, players of all players.
it's just look, it's just it's just growing up.
What's grown up?
It's just growing up. It's how is the growth of the man. Like some men
Yeah, yeah.
don't want to be
It's like
married or
some
they're
women get to a
married.
certain point, they be like, I don't want to deal with nobody, and I want to be single. I want to do my thing. It's the
Right.
same thing.
As you get older.
Some, not all.
Look,
Some women get older and then they want to go a different route with it. They want to be in
So
a relationship. They want to be married. They want to be this. They want to be that.
they said
But
you
it's all like they said, how the person grows. I like that, man. You're right.
It could be how the person feels, but listen, don't put a bunch of people through all everything that you gotta
But
go
look,
through.
Hurt people hurt
my
people.
Okay,
So
that's not
remember.
okay. No, and you need to take time to heal yourself. Stop jumping in relationship after relationship. Once, nah, I don't hear that. Hurt people,
So
hurt
I've
people.
always on the other show. Remember, I told you my father. I lived with my mother from birth to I want to say 12, and then after that, I went to live with my father from 12 to I left the house.
Yeah, I remember you told us that.
So my father got married to my stepmother, and my mother never got married until she passed. So to me, marriage was not really seen. The person that I've seen that was married was one of my uncles who was married to my aunt, and they had the longest lasting relationship until they got divorced.
Hmm.
So, so to me, what is the picture of a perfect marriage? Like,
Yeah.
It's not there. There's not. It's not perfect. No marriage is ever gonna be perfect. What it is
what's the picture of a marriage?
relationship, marriage, period. All of it just involves like real commitment, and not just talking about being faithful to that person, but it involves like a lot. You guys gotta really come to the table and understand like it's not gonna be easy, but if it's something that you want, you're going to work on it. That's with anything. You want to work on something and you want something so bad, you're going to work on it, which means working on your behavior. She's working on her behaviors, her toxic traits, or whatever. Which I have to do to make y'all together. And at times, it ain't gonna be all peaches and cream, but you gotta remember to bring that energy and stuff back into your relationship because that's another problem. So many times, men and women get bored and they're like, "Oh, I'm tired of this relationship. We're not doing this no more. It ain't how it used to be. This, that, and the third, and they go off and get that energy to the next person. That's not okay because guess what? You're depleting the person that you're with, and you're taking away instead of saying, yo, how we gonna fix this? We gotta come together. This is something that we both want. We have to work on it.
You know what the problem though is?
What?
Relationship. People have an old school idea of what a relationship is supposed to be, but like I said, we're in a time where everybody needs to be independent, and those two things don't mix well. They actually, you know what I mean? Like they actually don't.
It's water and oil.
They
What
conflict.
doesn't mix?
Wanting to be independent or feeling independent, like I want to be independent, I'm independent, and wanting to be in a relationship, because that's a dependency relationship. You know what I'm saying? So those two things don't match. So that's why the culture is the way it is, where relationships don't really work out.
You know what?
Because people want people to work on themselves and work on certain things, but nobody
So,
does that.
so in many other countries, marriages are just business deals.
Yeah, that's
That's
why
all it
they
Wait,
is.
what
set
are
them
you
up.
saying? Relationships are just business deals?
Marriages. That's why they set
Marriages,
them up for when they're young.
right?
So like arranged marriages, like if you marry my daughter, you got to give me 30 cows and 3 pieces of land. It's a business deal. It's just saying y'all gonna give y'all something to invest. That's what marriage basically was. A business deal. We
I
just
mean,
took
to
it
an
as
extent, it still is about investing in and building and but together.
yeah,
I mean, I
together.
be
You
hearing so
understand
many
your
people say
asset, my
like,
asset.
no, because I hear so many people like that are married or just in relationships. They're always like, and I think like it's something that Webb said, like in the back of our minds, even men thinking that okay, if this person leaves me one day, I got to make sure that I have all my eggs in a row, and I got to make sure that everything is all together. And but when you have to have that in the back of your mind, I feel like that messes up your relationship. Yeah, because that's when you become now you got that independent part to you, even though you're still married. It's like, well, I still got this going on the side just in case. But that's the sad thing when you got to think about just in case. Like it shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't have to think about just in case. You know what I'm saying?
You shouldn't be thinking about if you thinking about that in a relationship, there is something wrong in that relationship. You think the other person's gonna leave you. And
Right.
that's
But
not a
it's
good
a
thing
lot of
in
people that say make sure you have your own
everything.
bill even while you married. And I don't know. So I always hear people say that.
And look, and that's wrong because if you're married and one person like the male is committed and I'm giving
Right.
everything to you, we doing everything together, and meanwhile you taking half and putting it to the side just in case.
Right. Shantae, hi
That's
Shantae.
wrong.
She laughing. She said a business deal because see Shantae married. So Shamara said, if I'm saying her name right, sorry if I'm not. She said, he said, I'm sorry. The problem in today's relationship is people expect just because y'all let each other in on a physical aspect and slap a title on each other, y'all expect love to be instant.
True. And
Mhm.
love
True.
takes
Yeah, but it is
love is
not.
patience Love is
Love is patience, love is
It
kind.
takes time, it takes work, and it takes.
It does. But don't drag somebody along though. Don't drag somebody along. Tiffany's
You don't know you're dragging somebody along, and that's why it's important to have the conversation and be open. Shout out to Nate for dropping that gem again.
they say you can't be friends after sex.
You can't.
You can't.
It just sucks.
You can be friends.
It happens sometimes, and when you do, when it does happen,
You can be
you be
friends.
lucky.
You can be friends after sex.
I don't know.
A lot of people don't want
Sex,
to be, but you can't.
look,
I don't know about
look.
that.
Once again, you cannot equate sex with love. Sex and love are not the same thing.
But people get feelings. Sex creates feelings, and people.
I'm gonna say, and then what about all of the soul ties? Like y'all want to have open relationships, but what about all the soul ties? What about the energy, all the stuff that you're bringing back to your partner, that y'all bringing back to each other? Like that's not healthy. It's not even about sleeping raw. That's not the only. That's not. And most of y'all will anyway, so it doesn't matter.
We're not here to tie souls. We're here to bust nuts.
Oh God! You see that? That's the problem right there. You gotta get out. Jennifer said, there is no perfect marriage. When you get married, you vow that no one or nothing can come and separate each other. She said her parents were married for 30 plus years until my mother passed. My aunts have been married for 40 plus years, and the longest marriage in my family is now 70 years, and they're still together without any infidelity, so it can work if you want. Kudos to your family.
Shout out to your
family.
Shout out to
That's
them.
rare.
But
That's
when did the
good.
relationship start? When did the relationship start? How long ago did
He
the
said, when
relationship
did
start?
their relationships?
Yeah,
A
they
long
started
time ago, obviously.
exactly, and it's different now. That's what all that I'm saying. It's different now.
It
Like
is.
we don't. Okay, look, think of it like this. We got different morals. Back when my grandparents was married, my grandmother was basically the house person. She took care of the house.
Right.
She didn't work. She took care of the kids. Her husband went out and worked and bought houses and made sure they was okay. Nowadays, women are buying their own houses. They don't need the man no more.
That's why it was
Some
so
women,
easy for women
some women
nowadays
don't
to
cook for
be.
their men. They just
Yeah.
come home and be like, "I'm here. I work."
But see, back in the day, the men was able to cheat and do like they did, and their wives never left. Their wives dealt with it.
But
And
look
like
at
you
it. If
said,
a
because
woman is taking care of everything and she got to do, you don't think she about to do the same thing? Y'all not gonna admit to it, but y'all will do the same
Yeah.
exact thing.
So I read something a while ago that said
that way.
70, I think it was 72% of women who buy their own houses don't get married.
You know why?
Do you know why that is?
Why?
Y'all really don't need the man. Y'all independent. We can't come in and be like, baby, I'm gonna buy you a house. I'm gonna build you a house. You like, nigga, I can do that
But you know
myself.
what makes it sad? But there are females that try to do that with their other half. So you cannot say that. But it's like, yo, sometimes females get tired of trying. So in this day and age,
But
okay, if you
guys,
want to
tell me
cheat,
this. You're
if
not
you
gonna throw in
want
his
to
face
cheat,
that it's your place. You're
am
not
I
gonna
gonna throw
throw
in
in,
his
you're not
face
gonna
if
throw in
it's
his
my
face that it's
place?
your shit. Yeah, at some time or another.
I'm not gonna lie, I've kicked, get out before, yes, but that's if you're like cheating and stuff like that. Yes, I did it because I'm not gonna say immature, but my first emotional reaction was to say, get out. But now maybe it would be more of like it needs to be a conversation, but still, women are tired of just like y'all talk about women, but we are tired of, and it's not always men's fault, but being faithful to the wrong ones or trying to build something with the
That's
man.
hardly ever men's fault.
What? I didn't say it was your fault. I'm just saying that.
That's hardly ever.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that just like y'all go through things with women and it brings y'all different levels how y'all deal with women. It's the same thing with men. You can with women. You can have a woman that has done this, have done that, have tried, have built, have this, have that. All the things that y'all always be talking about, they want women to do. There's women out there that do that. Okay, so stop trying to play us. But
It's true.
there's women. Yo, we hold y'all. Never mind. We're gonna get on that level, but.
So, but like I was saying though, it's back in the days in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, it was a come together thing. Like, okay, you're gonna take care of the house, and I'm gonna handle the business.
Yeah.
We had roles. We had roles.
Right.
Nowadays, them roles are gone. Like women are independent, and men are. We sitting here. We just like, oh damn, she got everything already. Like how many women you know got cars, and then you see a dude that's just driving his girl car.
Bum.
What I'm saying, those are the roles. Those are the gender roles. Back in the days, the men drove the car, he drove his girl to the shop, or if they had a car, he drove it to the market. They was together.
But
They knew
why?
that was gonna
Why
happen.
did? So you trying to
Independent.
say because of all the new stuff and how the world changed,
Here's our world.
that now women feel like they don't gotta. It's easier for them to just slide off because they can do it on their own.
It's called the new
So
world
do
order
you
for a
guys?
reason.
Do you guys feel like majority of women or less women want to be in relationships?
I feel like women are confused. Is what I feel like. I feel like a lot of them they want to. This is not another shot or a dig or you know what I mean. I'm not trying to take shots at women, but I think a lot of them are confused. They want the companionship. They want to be. They want to be loved. They want to be cuddled. They want to be hugged. They want all the emotional stuff of the relationship, but they also don't want to deal with the gender roles part of the relationship. And that's what causes confusion because one goes hand in hand with the other.
Yo, mommy and Lee, right? I have
It's
no
a puzzle
problem
piece.
with gender roles. And when you say gender roles, what do you mean?
Just like, all right, like, not exactly, because I have no problem with my woman working, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, some women want to work and then they also want the man to pay all the bills. So now it's like, yo, if my bread is going towards the bills, what is your bread going towards? Making sure you look good? Making
No,
sure
her
you
bread. Look, her bread, like she
like,
said, is going towards her pocket just in case something happened in this relationship.
I,
She can screw it up and be
she can
shit
suck
good.
it off, you get what I'm saying? And that's what happens.
That's
no,
what
people
it is.
do that, but you don't believe that whatever, like, not all females, but you don't believe that whatever you give a woman, she's gonna multiply. Y'all don't believe that. Y'all don't believe that a woman can multiply anything that y'all.
If she's in the
Yeah,
relationship for the togetherness, yes. If she in it for herself, she about to multiply for herself, and you about to
yeah.
she
She
about to
multiplying
divide
for
for
her.
you.
Well,
She
that's a
She about to
multiplying for her.
multiply for herself and divide
that's
for
a
you.
user though. That's a user.
Baby, I made this 100. I'm gonna give you 25. I'm gonna put some of this away for us,
For
and then the
us.
rest of this is for you. Yeah, like
So they said that.
And you thinking, yo, when she about to set us up, we about to be loving it before you know it. You
she
stand
out.
like the Incredible Hulk with the thumb out on the side of the road. Like
You
that's
ain't come
that's
home
an
last night. Get
example.
out my house.
I'm telling you.
So they said I like y'all responses. You can meet a man and both of you can build together. Your relationships slash marriage can be stronger to me if you start from the bottom and build together.
And
I
that's
agree
how it's
with you.
supposed to be.
I
I agree.
agree with you, Jennifer, 100%. I feel like starting, even if y'all both already have things going on, but y'all are able to come
Yeah,
together and join in and do things together,
That's a
like
beautiful thing.
together. It's so hard when you're in a relationship and that one person is only building for themselves. To me, in the back of my mind, I'm not saying everybody, but I'm gonna think like, okay, this is not longevity then. Like all of this we doing, but you're building everything you're doing is just for I'm building it, I'm doing it because I'm the man and you gotta see it. And I understand that men, y'all, you guys want to lead and you should lead because you guys are supposed to be the forefront. Why are you making that face? Y'all not supposed to lead?
We are supposed to leave.
I mean,
No, because Nate making that face. Why you making that face?
look. I'm making that face because, like you said, y'all say men should lead, but most women are, like I said, independent. They're not letting nobody lead them.
Do you know why? Because these men have not been leading. So we have to take it in
Messing with
our
the wrong
own.
man.
What you have
Look,
to do is let the man be the man and lead. But y'all don't want
If
to.
a man leads correctly, I have no problem with following.
That's an
look,
excuse and a cop
How is
out.
that
look,
an
Because
excuse?
women say that all the time.
look,
That don't actually be the case. It be just a point y'all
look.
making conversation.
I have
Not
no
the truth.
problem. I have no problem on who's leading as long as we're both going to the same goal. I
Hey,
don't care who's leading.
I like that.
I
preach,
don't
I
brother.
care
like
who's
I
that.
like
leading.
that.
That's why I like that because most men want to feel that way.
I
I
like
like
that.
that.
I agree
I
with
don't
you.
care
I agree.
if you got a way. If you got a way to get money, if you got a way to get money and I can support that so we can get money and invest in something that's gonna make us both money, what's the
Why
problem?
not? What's the problem?
Right.
Ain't no problem in that at all. You're right.
I will take the back seat. I will get in the back of the car and be like, do that. But at the same time, when I start to lead, I want you to be like, yeah, let me sit back and help him. I can do this and that. I don't want you to sit back and be like, oh, let me just watch what he doing.
No, that's not about sitting back. Just
sit back and be like, oh, he about to get up and then he gonna leave me. Let me do something
Yeah,
to prevent that from happening.
No,
and that's how they
that's not
feel.
well, that's not what I mean when I say lead. I don't mean I'm just about to sit back and be all like this slouch and just like, oh, my man gonna handle everything, because then that's just him again doing it on his own. Like your woman is supposed to be your backbone, yo. So at the end of the day, like
Supposed to be. Keyword.
Supposed to be your backbone. A lot of women hold it down for men more than your boys would. Like a lot of women help build their men up, regardless of how much
A lot of women help build up the men that they want to mess with. They don't just build up you.
There you go. There you go.
They build up the dude that they see potential in.
And men do the same thing. And men do the same.
Then they get played.
You know how many times I hear men say, oh, she had potential. This is what I seen in her. This, that, and the third. Don't just try to say that that's women, because it's men too. It is men too. Y'all ain't about to sit up here and bash my females.
No, bash
Both sides. Both sides do it. Both sides do it. We find a woman that we're like, okay, this one could be the one. All she got to do is get this done and this done, and then in the relationship you be with her, and then you look at her, you be like, oh, she ain't doing shit, or he ain't doing shit. He's still on the block with his boys chilling, ain't find a job, or she still, no disrespect, she's still a CNA talking about she's gonna be a doctor in a couple years, but she ain't going to school.
Right.
So both of y'all looking at each other like,
yes, yeah.
So that's where the disconnect come, because so now he looking for something that he think is better than what he got.
Right,
She
but instead of putting the work into what he already has.
Perfect. There you go.
Okay,
so you're supposed to
agreed on
motivate
something
each
tonight.
other.
We agreed on something.
You're supposed to motivate each other to do better.
Right.
The goal is
And motivate them
each other
not in a
to do better.
negative way, though.
But sometimes people think negatively about themselves.
Yeah,
so
true.
no matter how you motivate them, they think you're coming at them. That's a
narcissistic
we had that mentality.
Right.
Toxic mentality. And it ruins stuff.
So you had this conversation before in here. Y'all said y'all was talking about OnlyFans, remember?
OnlyFans.
So
yeah.
So if your girl say, look, I can make $100,000 on OnlyFans by putting on a bikini, as the man, what do you say to that? Do you support it, or do you say, no, baby, I love you?
If she went
covered up.
I think Webb was down for it. I think.
If she does the bikini, you know what? I don't know. It might take a lot of soul searching on my behalf, but I might be able to do that. $100,000. That's a lot of money.
You see how all these people being millionaires from OnlyFans, but still. So you want to find your other half just sharing
themselves
out for the world.
There's a video on YouTube. There's a video on YouTube of a girl. I can't think of her name, but she has the whole setup in one of the rooms of her house. And her husband's the cameraman.
Hey.
Some people swing that. Some people they like the swingers. That's like a swinger.
What you do with that? What would you do? Would you do it?
Would you?
I'll be behind that camera like, baby.
They will probably do.
So look, it's a business. It's LLC. Tax money come back.
Yeah.
It's
legit.
Do
nothing else. You got to do that.
He's right.
So you just so how about you get on OnlyFans?
No. You listen to what you just said. You don't have to do nothing else. You could do that. You can, after you make a little bit of money, you can invest it. You can stop doing that and invest it and make money. But that's a vehicle to you making money.
Being on OnlyFans? No, right? Exactly.
So I don't want my man to be okay with me being on OnlyFans. Like, no, what? No.
But look, think of it this way though. Think of it this way. There's Nati, her name's 3D Nati. She got an OnlyFans. She says she making about $20,000 a month. All she doing here is give business advice.
Well, if you talking about that, yes, but I was talking about the sexual aspect.
You can show your feet.
But yeah, that type of of course I'll do that. That's different. That's not really exploiting your other half or really showing like y'all talk about
men like feet.
But how would you want to expose your woman so much when last time we just talked about how women even dress? Remember, like we was talking about how women dress and stuff like that. Like, so you would just be comfortable. Like,
you gotta be a man that's comfortable with that.
Nate is comfortable with that, right, Nate?
You gotta be.
Nate is comfortable with
Nate's comfortable with certain things. It's like there's levels to everything. Like.
Ain't nothing wrong with
They
feeling
said
like you
some, yo, one of the girls said someone hurt y'all badly. Someone hurt y'all badly.
No,
I'm not hurt. I'm not hurt at all. I know who I am, so I'm not hurt. You know, I'm just in touch. I'm not. I know who I am. I'm not a jealous person.
It ain't got nothing to do with being hurt.
Yeah, you
If we could
know
get
you
it, we could
are.
get it.
Yeah, it is about knowing who you are. So if you know that you're that type of person that in a relationship, you don't mind it being open, you don't mind sharing your other half with somebody, you don't mind stepping out and doing this, that, and the third, and then bringing all this stuff back into your home and all this type of energy, then you that type of person. But if you that type of person that you truly believe like it's me and this person and that's that and we're gonna build and do this, then you have every right to feel that way. That's how I feel. How you feel, Web? What you feel? You said you wouldn't do the open relationship.
Well,
now that Web, I knew that Nate was gonna talk on a financial aspect because that's the only positive thing. That's not the only, but that was one of the few positive things.
I already took into consideration.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
like
look.
the way he made it seem about openness and you build the trust and like I respect that aspect of it. And with that being said, I would give it a try to do that. You get what I'm saying? Because now look at the bright side. You get in a relationship later on, it cushions the blow in case you do deal with a cheater. In case you do deal with somebody that skated off on you. Now you know how to handle it because you was in this open relationship. You dealt with that kind of thing already. You know what I'm saying? It can help.
I'm just tired of sharing. That's it.
I mean,
I'm also tired of sharing. I can't, like, knowing or not. I'm tired of it. It's like, who wants to be every relationship where they gotta share or their man gotta cheat or their woman gotta cheat on them? Like, you might as well be single, yo. People be wanting the pluses of a relationship but want to be single. It makes sense.
it's not
Nate,
having an open.
they said they want to know, are you a Gemini?
Yes, I am.
Tiffany, he's a Gemini. I was gonna say he is. I had it right. Oh, Tiffany was right on the money.
That's crazy.
Yes, I am.
Gemini. Wow. Tiffany, what made you say that? See, Nate, she can tell you a Gemini.
I am a Gemini. I'm a full Gemini. I take it to the chin. I'm a Gemini. Yep.
He take it to the chin. That's right. He's supposed to take it to the chin. So we could all go ahead, Nate.
So look, another financial way that people that have open relationships. Now we just talking about open relationships. We're not talking about, marriages. But in a marriage, I mean, if it's two guys, one guy and two girls, you have someone there to always with the kid, right? You have someone that's always at the house. You gotta, it's certain aspects that you can go with. Like that's a marriage though, not in a relationship.
So you would be okay with 2 men, and you would be okay if it was me and you and another man, and we were just one big happy family. You would, as a man, it would never bother you. You would never feel no type of way.
No, I wouldn't.
I don't know if I like you anymore, Nate.
Like I said before, I one night sometimes I don't want to be bothered, so I want to play PlayStation.
If it's freedom like that, then that's different. I think those relationships is usually she controlling the niggas because it's like.
Yeah, I don't know no man that want to share their girl. I mean, well, I do know some people that are like swingers, and they go and they sleep with other people, and they go to parties, and they do this and they do that, and they go back home together. So I know some married couples like that.
Some would be a lot, and sometimes you're giving me a headache right now.
So go to your man cave. Go to your man cave. Relax, breathe. Come back some hours later. Don't try to use that.
That's not a woman from that.
Look.
That comes with maturity. So if me and my man get into something now in the past, probably I probably would have been like still trying to cuss you out. But as you get mature, you be like, okay, we just might have had a heated argument. He went to the man cave where he went out to have a drink with his boys. Let him have that. He come back. We will talk when things calm down. That comes with maturity because a lot of times, like I said, we start thinking with emotion or rip when we are upset.
So remember in another
So
show,
some men do too. Some men do too.
in another show, you said that, calling an ex was a bad thing to have a conversation. If all three of y'all are in a relationship together and you know who he calling to get the information from, y'all both know that person, so y'all both getting another view of what's going on.
Exactly.
Nah, we're not even about to
And
go
not
back
only
there. Nah,
that,
I don't
but
care.
you're getting a third party that's not involved in the situation.
I don't believe
But they
that.
also know both of y'all on that level where they can give you an honest.
On all levels.
It's just like a open relationship.
Oh, you mean if it's an open relationship with all three of y'all?
Yeah, that's
And that all
thank you.
three of us are
That's a perfect example.
So when your two women are scruffling and fighting over you because they feel like one getting more time than the other, somebody getting more attention, somebody getting the sex better than they are. How you gonna deal with that?
That's an ego problem.
How you gonna deal with it? It doesn't. But it don't matter what problem it is.
you gotta sit down and have a conversation.
That's an ego problem, and we gotta get egos out of the way.
You gotta sit down
Both
and
y'all
have a conversation.
sex trash. Let's go to
Yo! Web, you about to get smacked. Web is about to get smacked on live. Every week he about to get smacked. He says,
I'm getting rid of both of y'all and I'm going to find somebody else. Bye.
For real, I'll be back.
Jennifer said, "This is not the sister wives. For real, this is not the sister wives." And
this was a great episode.
It was. It says, but my thing is, if we don't make the world an open relationship, then everybody just need to be single. Everybody just need to be sleeping with everybody. Everybody need to be bringing soul ties to everybody. And everybody need to be building businesses together. Then it just don't take two people. Because I feel like two people, that's real commitment. That takes a lot. You know that, Nate. So it's like I just feel like that open relationship shit is like it's just an excuse to me. It's just not. I'm not with that. I'm not sharing.
But look, okay, so take the sexual part out of the open relationship.
Okay, I'm gonna take the sexual part out.
Now, what are the negatives?
If I take the sexual part out and you're in open relationship, no, it doesn't, because if you're building with that person emotionally, and nah, you can start catching feelings. Nah, I don't want you doing none of that. No. You trying to
But
tell me?
look, you saying you might start catching feelings. If we all always together, all three of us talking, we already going on.
Well, you're saying if we're all together. But if I'm just with somebody, if it's me and you, and then I'm talking to somebody on the side that's not a part of me and you, because we decided to be in an open relationship, and it's not sexual, but it could be emotional, that could do damage to your current relationship. You don't think so? That's what I was saying earlier. I think it can. Because women are.
I mean, it's not emotional cheating though, because you know who I'm talking to, and you also can go talk to that person. It'll be our little circle, our circle, our tribe. If you want to take it back in the days, our tribe. You got somebody you can go talk to. When you have problems with your man, as you said, and you need someone to talk to, you can go talk to that person. If your man having problems with you, he can go talk to that person. If you feel that he's wrong, you can also go talk to that person.
If you my friend, we friends, which we are, you like a brother to me. If I come, that's not. You would not consider that if you come to me and you talking to me about your relationship, that's just a friendship, right? So how is it any? It should be the same thing if it's supposed to be an open thing. If you go to somebody and just on an emotional or a mental aspect just to talk to them and get advice from them, that's not cheating. But if you know how that Usher song, what's that old song? The song he came on like you knew you was the girl. You made me wanna leave the one I'm with, start a new relationship with you. That's what you do. That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, like, what if that happens, yo? And you can sit down with your partner and say, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're not gonna allow this to come in, we're not gonna allow this to happen. But it does happen.
You gotta remember that happens in all relationships. That's a relationship. Yeah. That happens in marriages too. That it's always a option. It's always can happen.
If it
Some women
happens,
get
it happens.
So you think that sometimes we think too deep into the situation?
Women or people?
Say
I don't know. I'm
something.
asking. I didn't
You
know.
can say women. Go ahead.
I think women think too deep in a lot of situations. Yes,
You know, you
but
think
I
men
think
don't?
people. I think men can too. I think with emotional hurt comes overthinking in situations,
I agree.
and y'all get hurt emotionally a lot more than we do because y'all are more emotional people.
I agree with that.
no all put roadblocks up. We start thinking about what could happen instead of going with what's happening now. So it puts a
Yeah.
block up. Like that's why they say women put walls up. Women get hurt, and then they're like, "Oh, this other nigga did this to me, so this nigga gonna do the same thing." And in the back of her mind, she's like, "Yeah, he gonna leave me. He gonna leave me." And he not even thinking about that. He probably thinking about building. And the same
But
thing with men.
that's one thing that y'all don't do. Y'all don't communicate. Men, y'all have a hard time really like, and not always because a woman gonna say something negative. So don't even say that. But a lot of times, men, period, y'all not raised to do that. Y'all raised to keep stuff inside, play that tough role. I'm the man. I gotta keep worry about the bills. I gotta do this. So then y'all skip that part of when y'all need to be able to talk, which y'all not all, but a lot of times that's what happens, and it skips. Okay, she feeling this way, or she might be thinking this way, or I'm thinking this way, but I'm not gonna say, or I could be thinking about building, but and it ain't right if the other person is thinking negative. That could be their own issues, like what said. But a lot of times, y'all men, y'all gotta learn that y'all have to start speaking up, yo. That's an issue.
So look, I'll tell you this. Growing up, my father was a great provider. Even though he wasn't with my mother, whatever my mother needed or wanted or anything I needed, like the Nintendo, I told my father I want a Nintendo. Your grades good, you doing good at home, you ain't in no trouble. A couple days later, Nintendo pop up,
Right.
and that's exactly how I am. Like in my relationship now, and my girl hates it. Like I don't like talking about our relationship. I like to show. I'm one of them guys that like to show what's going on. Like, we need money for this. Don't worry, I got you. I don't want to sit there and discuss, well, I'm about to go and invest in the, I don't like to talk about it. I like to just do it. And
Yeah,
that's how
but
men
you,
should.
bro, you gotta do both. Yeah, you could just show, but your actions and your words should match up. How is she gonna know if that's something that wants to be done, or if you have a business proposal that you want to do? You gotta, and you say we together. Then why wouldn't you want to talk about it with her? Yeah, you're gonna act on it. That's the next step. But the first step, like you said, if you say you can have a conversation about being in an open relationship, you should be able to have a conversation with certain things that are gonna be beneficial and healthy for your relationship. You get what I'm saying? You agree with me?
Yes, but also, I agree to the sense where, like, women like to talk about their relationships. Y'all like to be like, oh, I love you.
And
Oh, you look nice. Oh, men like to show. We don't really like to talk about it. Like, it's corny to us. I could tell you I love you 1,000 times, but then you like,
you
baby, my
gotta
car
show
just broke
it.
down. I need a car. And I'm looking at you like, I ain't getting you no damn car. Or I could just be a man and be like, okay, baby, I'll go get you a car. I
Well,
get you the
that
car.
taps into the five love languages, which I want to talk about next week or one of these days. But that taps
So
into a love language.
I'd rather show my love than talk about my love. I'd rather express my love than talk about my love. So
But if your part, that's a key thing about love language, because you could think that you're doing all the right things. You could think that this is your partner's love language. You have to know what it might not be. Some people love language is gifts, and you could be, and some people aren't not. And you saying, oh, I'm gonna show by action. Some of them is quality time, and that's how they really just want that. Some of them is reassurance of what was it's communication or something like that, but some people communication, physical touch, some people need that, and you might be thinking that, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, they should be happy, and you not understanding why they're not happy. It's because you're not reading their love language, yo. So you could be thinking that, yeah, my actions, yes, but I think that they intertwine. Actions as well as communication goes hand in hand.
Some people love languages is messed up and they don't realize it.
Oh God.
some people love language is written in crayon, and some people love language is written in cursive.
Oh
Exactly.
wait, Misha said you can't only express it through monetary exchange.
You can't.
not even monetary, but like if you know, okay, so if you know your girl about to go to work and she tired and she got a lot to do before she get up in the morning, a way to show you love her is to go and do some of that work so she can have some free time before she go to work. So instead of her waking up and making breakfast, you wake up, you make breakfast for her, you give it to her orange juice, go ahead and eat. I took something out for you to wear because I know what you wear to work. He is on the couch. You got a little bit of extra time. We can sit in the bed and talk while you eating breakfast. I'm
Yeah,
making
that's
time for
right. Thank you.
people don't do that no more.
Exactly.
I
People just
respect
want to
that.
sit around.
Or people do it and they do
People,
it for the wrong person, and that's when they gargle up.
Not cool.
That too.
you
Nate,
know,
Tiffany said to you, sorry, Nate, being that you're a Gemini, you are just different. Not a lot of people, hold on, because I got to read that, because she said, where is it? It just left the screen. She said, you are a Gemini, you're just different. Not a lot of people are going to agree. You have your own way of thinking. It takes a lot for you to settle down. You might have to meet an Aries woman.
yeah.
Oh, that means
My
he's a
girlfriend
self
is.
Wait, huh?
My girlfriend is an Aries.
Oh.
Oh, Tiffany.
But
Tiffany, hold on. Tiffany
Tiffany is
on point.
5 stars. She is on point.
Tiffany, how you want? See, that's that God. That's that God in Tiffany. She know.
And we butt heads like this every day. So
Aries are they hot heads. He can't relate his feelings. He will always be different. That was a great video trying to say you can thank you, Tiffany. That's crazy that you knew exactly. And they said Aries are the best. Look here. We ain't gonna talk about signs right now. We should do a show about signs.
Oh.
That would be cool. Pisces in the building.
I'm not gonna say Aries is the best being a Gemini, because
No, Gemini's need to sit down. That's y'all need to sit down with y'all bipolar selves. All right, so you got anything else you want to say about it? Because you just been sitting down with popcorn.
Why you so loud, Joe? I'm hungry.
You was on the camera.
Nah, but as far as open relationships go, Nate has opened my eyes to, what I mean, the positives in it.
Yeah, I can say that.
I'm just saying, I didn't know much about open relationships, so I've learned something today. So, any ladies out there, soon, no.
But are you trying to promote? Web trying to promote himself on the podcast show?
If that's what somebody wants to do, that's what they should do. If that's not something that you feel you can do, don't do it. That's what I think. That's my piece on open relationships. Be mature going into it. Communicate. You know what I mean? If that's something you're willing to try, and you want to talk to multiple people. But see, that's the thing. Not to go off. Talking to multiple people is how you figure out who you want to date. It's not a bad idea at the end of the day to go about it.
But I think I don't know. I feel like that's two different things. I feel like you being single and talking to multiple people and dating to figure out that's different. But when you're with somebody that you say you already in a committed relationship with, and then now you're trying to those are two different things.
Oh yeah, that's different. Then you want to be open. That's completely different.
Right. Nate, you got anything else you want to say? You did say some positive. I mean, I definitely understood where you were coming from. I'm still not for it, but I definitely understood where you were coming from. I just don't think that it's okay to hear. It's not okay. Because if it was okay, then it would just happen. It happens all the time, but when it happens, when you're in a relationship, it causes turmoil. So,
so does cheating.
that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about cheating. I'm saying that it happens
So does
so much,
cheating.
like but it's considered cheating because you're doing it behind the person's back. So the only advantage of the open, not only, but one of the major ones again is that the person knows.
You can realize how much you really like the person by dealing with other people. Like, this person is great.
I don't need to do that to figure that out.
And then now your commitment is even more stronger.
Yeah, for some people. It happens as a secret.
What did you rather?
Oh wait, Tiffany said once you open your heart, maybe you'll be willing to change a little. She said once it comes. Misha said once it comes to the point, it's a problem. Misha, what are you talking about when people are cheating?
Oh, so make sure like
She said, and then she said, it happens as a secret, and then she said, once it comes to the front, it's a problem.
She on her shaggy shit.
Is that the aspect that
Wasn't me.
it wasn't me?
Right.
And then
But
Jennifer
that's the
says
thing.
some people aren't ready to just settle down, and I feel like if you are not ready to just settle down, then stay single.
But here's the question though. How do you settle down? Who do you settle down with if you haven't met people to see what you like?
What? Yeah.
What's
You can do that while you're if you're
a man that does that sees what he likes and what he doesn't like, and then
he can do that while he's single. He could do that while he's single. Why does he need to be with one woman and then go on to he can do that while he's single. That's why it's called, it's not exclusive, as my boy Fats would say, exclusively dating. You're not exclusively dating, you guys are just dating. You're trying to figure things out, and once that's brought to the table, okay.
Especially if you already swapped privates.
But I mean, I guess if you want to consider a relationship, it could. But then I feel like after a while, it's gonna become an issue. I feel like after a while, especially for a female, I don't know for the male, but for a female, after a while, we're gonna get tired of that. Just dang, it's been 2 years. You still in the open. You still trying to date and figure it out. Like after a while, thank you. After a while, it's an issue for us as a woman. Like, okay, now we're looking for the commitment aspect after a while. Not saying right in the beginning, but okay, now how long are you going to be going on? How long are you going to be doing this? You're going to have to make some type of commitment at some point. So Uno said, "What up, bro?" Uno said, "So open means y'all know every partner everyone deals with." That's what Uno's asking the men. Y'all can answer that. He said,
Yes.
"Open means y'all know every partner that each other deals with."
Yeah, I want to know. Like, I want to know. Like, I want us to communicate and be open. That's it. Like, if you could tell me the truth about that, I can trust anything. Like, you could tell me the sky is falling, and I'll be like, yeah, because we're open and it's a trusting relationship.
Uh-huh.
I'd rather you tell me than me. Like I said, go to the bodega, and some dude be like, yo, I be beating that girl down.
Facts.
So you agree with that? That's what you're gonna tell Uno. So Uno, yeah, as the men, that's what they saying. That's what
Yeah,
they're saying.
like I said, Connecticut is this small.
Very,
So
very small. She said, Tiffany said, you better figure it out before you be lonely, Nate. Uno, what you mean, nah, facts? See, y'all men over here. Shout out to that dude, Lloyd. That was his name. I respect you, Lloyd. You know what it is. I respect that. That was that. He said some good stuff. Because he ain't agree with y'all over here. He agree with some of the stuff y'all was saying. He don't agree with. He said he doesn't.
To a point where that's not. Wait, you get to a point where that's not what you want to do, or you get to a point where like you realize it's better for you to do it that way. Then
And then you would separate yourself, right? You still want to try to drag that. So if you figure out at the point in time and say, okay, I kind of like dealing with multiple people more. You should let what you have go with that person. Drag them along.
you should bring up a relationship and then don't do it.
Let it go, right? Okay, but a lot of people don't do that. A lot of men like to cake and eat it too.
That's different.
Okay, we ain't gonna talk about
a
that.
lot of women do though. That's the same thing for women. Like
Women love to have their cake and eat it too.
No.
okay.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Okay.
Yo! I'm not laughing because I'm guilty. I'm laughing
because you're guilty.
No, I'm not. Not guilty.
Guilty.
No. I can honestly say I have never the three from my age of 18 up until now. I was in basically four relationships. Yes. Mm-hmm. I never stepped out on my partner. If we weren't together, that's different. If we took a break, that's different. Or like my husband, he did a long jail bit, so I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, but I did everything that needed to be done in that bit, everything for 7 years. Mm-hmm. So physically, yes, I'm in my 20s. I'm young. I was gonna have fun, but at the end of the day, if you were here, if he was here, I wasn't cheating or I wasn't sleeping with somebody or anything like that. Like wasn't doing that. But if we separated, if we took a break, I could do whatever I want because guess what? You're gonna do whatever you want, and we're not together. You cannot get mad. Now, if we come back to the table, okay, that's fine. You can't be mad at what we did. What are you talking about?
Like you said, I'm gonna do my own thing because I know you're doing your own thing. Why would he?
I'm not gonna care. You mean when we separate, if we take break? I'm not gonna care what you do. I can't because we both decided to say, okay, we're gonna break. I can't be mad at what he does. If he come back and we decide to be back with each other, okay, now we're gonna say, yo, moving along, how are we going to work it out? Like that's how it should be. But you have females that what I don't agree with, but that's everybody do things different. You have females that they will cheat while in a relationship because they man cheated, so they're gonna cheat. And it starts to become a back and forth thing, which then again it's like, okay, how are y'all, how you working on you when y'all just both keep stepping out because one person's stepping out, so you ain't gonna step out on me, I'm gonna step out on you. Where's the healthiness in that? Mm-hmm. I'm not perfect on no levels, but I can honestly say like if I wasn't single or we wasn't together, then I could do me. But when I was in a relationship, I dealt with it. Shoot, maybe sometimes I did wish maybe I should have cheated. Like that's real. Like, sometimes I'm like, yo, maybe I should have did that. Like you go through so much things in relationships, especially women, because we deal with a lot, and we take men back over and over and over and over and over again. That stuff gets tiring. That causes trauma.
It do, but y'all do that on your own accord. Y'all create excuses and blame the dude for why y'all do it. That got nothing to do with us. That's y'all.
What don't have nothing to do with y'all when you treat a woman wrong?
No, when y'all keep taking us back.
Yo, because
y'all bring it back to the relationship.
So they come up with every excuse for why they do it.
So basically, when you come back, so if you and your woman get into it, and you come back and want to be with her, she should not take you back at all. You trying to tell me that there's no way that your woman should take you back because y'all had a fallout or because
after the first time is understandable. After the 31st time, that's not understandable. It's like, what are you doing, shorty?
So then I think that y'all should stop trying to come back. Leave it alone. But that's dragging a woman along.
Now look.
That's dragging a woman along. If you know in your heart as a man, like, I'm just coming back to her to see if I can still get her. I'm just coming back to her to see if I can still get some. That's not okay.
If he don't reach out, she gonna reach out.
That's not true, son. It depends on the relationship, how long you've been with the person.
It's true a lot of this.
But if you're gonna cut it,
that's gonna make him go back because she makes it easy.
Yeah.
Sometimes women gotta take accountability for their stupidity. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't saying all women are stupid. I can take accountability. I can take accountability for loving too hard. That's what I can take accountability for. But I feel like I'm more of an old school person. Like, I'm not old, but I feel like yeah, right.
Look, I'm not gonna lie.
Women don't get lost. You say men get lost in themselves in relationships and women. You think a woman don't? You think that's what I'm saying? You saying that like there's no females out there that hold it down for men. There are females that are like that. And just like men, y'all hold it down for the wrong women, and then when y'all get hurt, it's a wrap because men and women are different.
Not as much.
Hi, Dr. Jackie. Thank you. Oh, no, I'm not. It is general, but some of it is personal. My show, we talk about personal. People give their own perspective, so I got to give my perspective.
We talk about a lot.
We talk about a lot. It get personal sometimes. That's what we do. Sometimes you got to be transparent. My kid's dad is in jail, and I have, hold on, this is what Tiffany said. She said, my kid's dad is in jail, and I have no eyes for no one but him. I am so affiliated with my body, and I don't let lust take over me. Conversation from him goes a long way. Best to focus on you to become better. I like that. And I think that comes with maturity. Mm-hmm. What you think, mate?
That's another conversation. I have questions about that because I be trying to figure out why women stay with me after jail.
Yeah, that's another conversation. We could talk about that.
That's a conversation.
But
we can talk. That's a good conversation.
I respect it though. Like if you holding it down for your man while he's in jail, this is what I always say. If you holding it down for your man while he's in jail, and y'all have clear communication with y'all the only ones that's talking, cause on the other side of jail, there's a whole lot of other stuff that be going on. So when he get out, if y'all relationship is strong enough for y'all to stay together, I give you 2 thumbs up, cause that's rough. Depending on how long
99% of the time, that's not the case.
What?
Right?
She said
depending
phone
on
sex.
how long.
She said
Huh?
phone sex. That's what she said. That's what keeps her.
Man, he's right.
I mean, for the first year, I ain't mess with nobody. I give myself props.
Look,
Two thumbs up.
look, hey,
It used to be
look,
Yo, I did
I was locked
75
up.
for her.
Look,
That's it.
I'll tell you this story. I was locked up for a year, and when I was locked up, while I was in jail, what I did for people to make money because I was bored was write letters for all these dudes that can't spell and can't find words in the dictionary that express love to their girl, and I used to write letters, and they would just sign it at the bottom and send it to their girl.
That's the way to make some money.
Word, that's lit.
So
I'm not. We definitely gonna talk. I think jail. We got, that's another topic, but I won't mind talking about that one. That's a good one. So
I can give you that view.
yeah, that I definitely could talk about that. That's a hard. That's a hot topic.
Because I know we
What?
all know a bunch of females that men be in jail. Like, when we get home, I'm gonna marry you, and you the
Woo!
one. Thank you for
Yo,
sending that
what?
$300, girl. When I get out of here, it's gonna be us. And then them niggas get out of jail, and then you
Yes.
don't see them for a month.
They
So,
might be with you in the beginning. Then listen,
They come
you
home, stay with
listen.
you, and they get
but
their bag
I
up.
I tell any female like that jail talk. Even if they marry you and be with you, like they still be cheating. Now it be a lot with that jail stuff, yo. I don't
but
care.
but
It's
like
fake.
I said, there's some guys though that do come home and they do get married and they be
Yeah,
serious and focused.
yeah. There are some guys like that, but that's very rare.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
real.
So, I mean, it is what it is, though.
We should do that, like
This was a
long
good
distance relationship.
conversation. Long distance
And
relationships.
then we can add the jail to it, because that's a form of a long distance
That's
relationship.
a real long.
We could do
He
that.
said
If
real
you
long.
got
Real long.
like short sentences, if you in jail for like a year, 2 years, and y'all was in a relationship, I'm like, all right, I can see. But once they start talking them big numbers, like 10, 20, and 30,
Yeah.
as a man, if I was doing 10 years in jail, I just tell my women, look, go out and have
Thank you,
fun.
right? You just gonna say, yo, just go
When
live
I
your
come
life.
home, we'll
Yeah,
see where we at. You
I
know
see
how
you
I
like
do, and then we can maybe
I
work
see you like
something
at
out.
home.
Go do you, baby.
I see when I get home. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what they say, but they really don't want that. They still gonna reach out to you.
Of course, I'm gonna call them and be like, yeah, I miss you.
Can
I
you
need
put
some
some money
side.
on my books? Go on my Facebook and tell people I don't mess with them no more.
You locked up, you find out who your real friends is. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
do.
so
No, he not gonna go to jail. She said he better hope he don't go to jail. He's not. This was a good conversation. I liked it a lot. So I think we did really good. Thank you, Nate, for coming
Thank you,
on, being
Nate.
our guest
Welcome,
for
Nate. Thank you for coming
tonight.
on today.
You gave us some
You
insight
gave us a
on
lot of insight, bro.
open relationships. That mean I'm gonna take it, but I like to learn, so I listen. But you gave us some insight. That was cool. Thank you for all of our viewers, everybody that was commenting, everybody that watches, everybody that shares Talk with Teezy every week.
Yes,
everybody that comes on every week with us, everybody that engages, you are truly appreciated. We love you guys. We're gonna be back next week with another one. Be sure to tune in, be sure to tap in, and we might have another special guest next week. Right, tell a friend to tell a friend. Venus versus Mars, Talk with Teezy, Teezy Web, and today we have special guest Nate on.
Shout out to Nate.
Shout out to Nate. Everybody have an awesome night. Later.
Take care, everybody.